When you have the jet run badge equipped, you can dash perpetually at incredible speeds. If you run off an edge, you also have a short window where you can jump in mid-air. On Switch, if the characters stand still while wearing this badge, they simply enter their standard idle animation. On Switch 2, a new running-in-place idle animation has been added for each character. It's a small but very welcome touch. Nintendo really should double down on these kinds of details.
In the original version, the loading animation for fast traveling is just one. It always depicts Mario clinging to the propeller flower, even if we're playing as a different character.
Okie dokie.
In the Switch 2 version, the animation changes depending on the chosen character. Here are all of them. However, this edition comes with a little trade-off. Unfortunately, the animation for Mario has been nerfed. His cap and mustache are now static instead of wobbling. To ensure consistency across all animations, instead of adding a little wobble for all the other characters, Nintendo decided to simplify the animation for Mario.
Missile Mag Mayhem is a 3-star difficulty level in Petal Isles, where the Wonder Flower makes a salvo Wonder Missile Mags fly across the screen, leaving colorful trails. On Switch, at the end of the level, up in the sky, there's a visual oversight. A cloud asset is abruptly cut off, looking quite visually unappealing. On Switch 2, this graphical glitch has been fixed by adding a new foreground layer of pink clouds that effectively masks any previous eyesores. We already covered this little visual flaw in one of our Super Mario Bros. Wonder videos. Who knows, maybe Nintendo is actually watching our channel.
In the Switch 1 version, the intro uses a text-only narration, while the Switch 2 version features full voice acting.
Welcome to the Flower Kingdom, just a short hop away from the Mushroom Kingdom. After receiving an invitation from Prince Florian, Mario and the others are traveling here for the first time.
In the background we can see the Stash Room, the starship Rosalina crash-landed with. The starship is also visible in the world map, and the little Luma is flying next to it.
On the brigade board of the training camp, we can read the reports of the Pikmin recruit who embarked on a journey in search of the Koopalings. On the world map, we can find marks of his travels that are not present in the Switch 1 version. There are hints to find them on the images in his journal. For instance, he left his magnifying glass on the ground in Pipe Rock Plateau. In Fluffpop Peaks, we can spot the print of Captain Toad's body in the snow. In Shining Falls, there's still the ladder used by the Toad Brigade to rescue the Pikmin recruit. in sun-baked desert. He ended up buried in the sand and lost one of his apples. On a purple mushroom in Fungi Mine, we can spot the brigade map he brought with him. In deep magma bog he left his watering can on a rock. In the Pearl Isles, atop the cliff in the desert, there's still the drawing on the sand that he made while watching the sunset. This video is all about the subtle differences between the two versions of the game, and what's more subtle than a tiny Pikmin hidden in the environment. On Switch 2, Nintendo scattered some of these colorful creatures throughout the levels. Let's check out the locations for the classic red, yellow and blue species, even though you'll find all the other types out there as well. There's a single red Pikmin chilling in the background of piranha plants on parade in Plate Rock Plateau. We can find a trio of blue Pikmin in an underwater room of Downpour Uproar in Petal Isles. And finally, there's a lonely yellow Pikmin waiting on an electricity block in High Voltage Gauntlet in Petal Isles.
Here's another little addition. A pixel art 8-bit sprite of Prince Florian appears in almost every level. Let's see some of them.